rooftop at the Alegria Hotel. We are broadcasting live at the Irish Wayne Kelly Memorial Foundation. My good friend Brian McLaughlin was nice enough to invite us. Brian, the turnout's been great. It's been a great affair. Everyone's having a great time. Talk about this great event.
Thanks, Howie. I mean, we're thrilled. This is the first annual Irish Wayne Kelly Memorial Foundation event, which is here to help wounded warriors, to help boxers that are in need. We had a great turnout, virtual packed house today. People are excited. We have world heavyweight and world lightweight and cruiserweight champions here. I'm looking out at Iran Barkley, Randy Gordon, former commissioner of the New York State Athletic Commission is here. I mean, it's just a great day. Mark Breland's here, and we really appreciate everyone's support. Outstanding. And Howie, we thank you. We thank you for all your help and everything you do.
It's a labor of love, and for the people out there, I know he was probably your closest friend, a very dear friend. Talk about what a wonderful, gracious, caring human being Wayne Kelly was.
Oh, thanks. Look, Wayne was one of my dearest friends. Wayne, as tough as Wayne was, former light heavyweight contender, ranked 7th in the world, Vietnam veteran, as tough as he was as soft and as big as a heart as he had to help people. Wayne was the guy who was always for the underdog. He was the one who always wanted justice to be done. And he walked into a room, he lit it up, and there was no one too big that Wayne couldn't talk to, and no one too small that Wayne wouldn't give his time and compassion to as well. So we really miss him. It's almost 2 years now since he left us, but we just, thank God that we had the opportunity to know him and to love him.
Absolutely, and by the huge turnout today here in Long Beach, you could tell Wayne had an amazing impact on people, because so many people came to the Irish Wayne Kelly Memorial Foundation, the first annual here on the rooftop at the Alegria.
Yeah, it's amazing you say. So many people here know Wayne for many, many years. But I met some people that just met Wayne a few times through the boxing community, and they're here and they come up to me and they say, he treated me like he knew me his whole life. That was the way he was. I walked into a room, he saw me, he only met me a few times. He put his arm around me, how you doing, how's it going? And that was the type of guy Wayne was. And his children, Ryan, Jacqueline are here that put this together. They're so proud of their dad. They love and miss their dad. And this is just a wonderful tribute to him.
And make sure we want to hear from Ryan and Jackie later. And boy, Jackie did an awesome job with the Irish step dancing.
Oh, they're great. Jacqueline was an Irish step dancer for many years growing up, so this is near and dear to her heart. Wayne loved it. We're so proud of Jacqueline and her accomplishments as an Irish step dancer. So this is just a wonderful, wonderful tribute.
Absolutely. Now we want to bring up the Blade, Iran Barkley and Randy Gordon. Let's bring them up. Iran, right here. And Randy over there. He is the only boxer in history that defeated Thomas the Hitman Hearns twice. The only boxer in history. He knocked him out. He won a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, Iran, the Blade, Barkley. Yeah. Talk about your first knockout over the Hitman.
Well, the first knockout over the Hitman, it was like spectacular. I mean, nobody thought I would beat him. Nobody gave me a chance, so it was just in me and God's hands. So I took it through to the limit, and when I caught him with the punch, everybody was stunned that I knocked him out the way I did. But that's not hard to do because I got power, I was blessed, and Tommy went down.
And to prove it wasn't a fluke, you beat him again!
I beat him again in a 12-round fight to let everybody know that it wasn't a fluke. Bob Arum, God bless the dead, Manuel Stewart, they was like, let's get him in there fit. But if he would have beat me, I would have never had a second shot. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I just did what I had to do, and I thank God that I came out on top.
I want to know how you got the nickname The Blade.
Well, an old trainer that used to train Davey Moore, my best friend, he gave me the name. I said, I don't have a nickname. he was like, I was gonna call my name Iron Man, but he said, how about Blade? I said, it stuck with me, so I just stayed with it, you know.
I ran the Blade Barkley for the champion of the world.
Yeah.
Randy Gordon, an old friend, Commissioner, New York Boxing Commission. Talk about your memories of Wayne Kelly. What a great guy he was.
Well, I could go on forever about Wayne, but I got to tell you about Iran Barkley. He said to me before that first Thomas Hearns fight, I am going to win this fight. I am going to knock the guy out. I might have been one of the few guys who actually, at first I said, oh, come on. And as he talked to me about it, he sold me on it, and I had no doubt about it when the bell rang that Iran was going to win the fight. So it never really came as a surprise to me. And then, of course, the second one, we saw how he could do it, and he showed that it wasn't a fluke, and he did it again. But I mean, you're talking about one of the greatest chins in the history of boxing. Sitting here on the air with you, Iran the Blade Barkley.
All right, now talk about Wayne Kelly.
Wayne Kelly, I met him when he came out of Vietnam in 1968. He was only out maybe a couple of days when I met him. It was his dream to become a referee, and it was my pleasure. The very first thing I did when I became commissioner in the summer of 1988 was gave him his license. And I said, Wayne, your dream is coming true. You are going to become one of the great referees of all time. And I think in the short time that he was, 1988, just a couple of years ago when he passed away, Wayne did become one of the very best refs. Just an all-around great ref, great person, father, friend, everything.
And on that note, Randy, you have a book coming up, and I understand a whole chapter was dedicated to Wayne Kelly. Talk about that.
Well, the chapter is called It's About Time.
It's about time.
And it was about Wayne's dream to become a referee. He said he was in the jungles of Vietnam. And he said as he was shooting and getting shot at, he actually thought about becoming a referee, a professional referee. And finally that dream came to fruition 30 some odd years later. So I called the chapter It's About Time.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Iran the Blade Barkley and Randy Gordon. Now we want to bring up